The slide group enables you to select a new slide and layout for a slide, reset a slide or add section. New slide adds a new slide to the presentation. The layout command is helpful to change the layout of the selected slide. The reset command is used to reset the position, size and setting of the slide to default values. Font. The font group has options that help you to change the font face, style, size, color and character spacing. Commands to format text are found in the font group. Font option is used to change the font face. Clear formatting clears all formatting from the selection, only the plain text remains. Bold, italic and underline options are used to make the text bold, italic and underline. Strike through draws a line through the middle of the selected text. Text shadow command adds a shadow behind the selected text. Character spacing adjusts the spacing between characters. The change case option changes the text to sentence, lower, upper, title or toggle case. Font color changes the font color. Paragraph group. The paragraph group contains the paragraph formatting options such as text alignment, indents, spacing, bulleted list, etc. Bullets option is used to select the bullets of different styles. Numbering option is used to create the numbered list. To change the indentation of a paragraph, use the Increase List Level button or Decrease the List Level button available on the Home tab respectively. The spacing between lines can be changed by using the line spacing option. The text can be rotated and direction of the text can be changed to vertical or stacked by using the text direction option. Align text option provides the facility to align the selected text either to the left, center, right or justify. Columns command is used to split the text into 2 or more columns. Text can be converted into Smart Art graphics by using the Convert to Smart Art option. Drawing group. In the drawing group, you will find various types of shapes that you can insert into your presentations. You will also get the options to arrange the order of shapes, group the objects, and add various effects to the selected shape. Many ready-made shapes like flowcharts, arrows, circles, and rectangles can be inserted from the shapes. The Arrange command provides a facility to arrange the objects on a slide in any manner, either by rotating or changing their position or order. A suitable visual style for a shape or line can be selected by using the Quick Styles option. Shape Fill option is used to fill the shapes with a solid color, gradient or texture. Shape Outline option is used to specify the width, color and the line style of a shape. 3D rotation, shadow, reflection and glow types of visual effects can be applied to the selected shapes. Editing group. Finally, the editing group contains the Find and Replace command as well as select options. This is where you can enable the selection pane. Let us understand guidelines to make an effective presentation. MS PowerPoint can be used effectively to make persuasive presentations. Let us learn a few tips to create brilliant presentations. Keep it simple. Always try to keep your presentation simple by using charts that are easy to understand and graphics that reflect what you are saying. The thumb rule for making a good presentation is to ensure that there are not more than 5 words in each line and not more than 5 lines in each slide. Minimize facts and figures in slides. PowerPoint has the capacity to convey ideas and support a speaker's remarks in a concise manner. You should avoid to include too many figures and numbers. Use vibrant colors. A striking color contrast between words, graphics and the background can be very effective in conveying both message and emotions. Import images, graphics, and videos. Do not limit your presentation to the collection of clip arts, etc. provided in PowerPoint. Import images, graphics, and videos for a better visual appeal and variety. Use humor in your presentation. Humor helps to convey a message efficiently and loosen up the crowd. Edit ruthlessly. After creating the PowerPoint slides, imagine yourself as one of the listeners and critically review your presentation. If you find something unappealing, distracting, or confusing, either modify it or remove it. The above points should be kept in mind while designing the presentation, whereas the following should be observed while showing the presentation. Hold up your end with an enticing or convincing material. Sometimes the ease of use to create simple and engaging presentations with eye-catching slides and graphics in PowerPoint become its own enemy. Always remember that people do not merely stare at images tossed onto a screen. They also wish to hear you. Build a strong PowerPoint presentation, but make sure that your spoken remarks should be appealing to the ears of listeners. Remember, PowerPoint doesn't deliver presentations. It makes slides which support a spoken presentation. Don't parrot PowerPoint. Never read the visual presentation to the audience. It makes even the most visually appealing presentation boring to the bone. A presentation works best with spoken remarks that augment and discuss what is present on the screen. Make eye contact with your audience. Always remember that the audience does not wish to see the back of your head. So always try to maintain a direct eye contact with the audience. Time your remarks. Proper care should be taken while giving remarks. Your comments shouldn't coincide precisely with the appearance of a fresh PowerPoint slide. It splits the audience attention. Never talk on top of your slides. Making a powerful first impression. First impression is the last impression. You cannot make a first impression twice. The audience will make decision about you from your first appearance, your words, and the intonation of your voice. Plan the opening of your presentation precisely. Use short sentences. Keep minimum technical information. Grab the attention of your audience with a joke, an interesting fact, a short anecdote, a quotation, a positive state, or a proactive question, etc. Give it a rest. PowerPoint is an effective tool as a visual companion to the spoken word. But you must let the screen go blank on certain occasions. By doing so, your audience will not only get a visual break, but it is also an effective way to focus attention on more verbally focused give and take, such as a group discussion or an interactive session. Practice makes a man perfect. No professional in any field performs without practicing. Remember, your time in front of audience is your showcase. Let me tell you basic elements of a slide. A slide contains the following basic elements. Number 1. Background. It is the base of a slide on which various elements like title, images, charts, etc. can be added. The background of a slide can be modified. Number 2. Title. It is the heading of a slide which is used to guide the audience about the content of the slide. Number 3. Body text. It contains the main content of the slide, generally formatted as a bulleted or a numbered list. Number 4. Footer. This is an area at the bottom of the slide used to specify the organization name or slideshow theme. It is an optional field and can be deleted. Number 5. Date and time. It is displayed at the bottom of the slide. This option can be set to update automatically or can be deleted. Number 6. Slide number. It is also located at the bottom of the slide. You can either modify its location or delete it.